Why am I still up? That is the question at hand. Mm. Yo, I took a nice wash to my scalp. My scalp been on fire, and even after, I went to try to grease my scalp. I put some, actual grease, like it looked like a little pudding. Then I put some oil in my hair. Still, scalp burning, on fire, particularly around my ears and around my scalp right here. Man, and mostly, but my whole head scalp. And it gets like that at times. And then, uh, that's not working. I'm like, fuck. I'm going with the aloe vera. And that helped to cool my hair down some. I had to wet my hair a little. And, yo, when I tell y'all, this seborrheic dermatitis is no joke. I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. When I tell y'all my hair is literally sticking to my skin. I didn't realize my hair had grown out that much. I'm like, well, time for a haircut. My hair is like literally sticking to my skin. And I have sores in my scalp. That is how bad seborrheic dermatitis gets. Now, about this cough and postnasal drip, I don't know what's going on, but it's mainly on my left side, which tells me maybe that cyst in my nose may have grown back, which is causing everything that's dripping. When it go to dripping, tickles my throat. I start to cough. Sometimes I can't catch it. It goes into my chest. So now got everything sitting in my chest, and now I'm coughing. Still the chest congestion. Y'all, I've been sick since about like a little bit before the 4th of July. Y'all realize that? Well, usually, um, when I get sick, it usually lasts a long time. Like I'm chronically ill. I cannot control that. And um, my nurse, I talked to her today. She told me that I'm at this point I might need a steroid, which at this point, I mean, I remember when my mom died and I had went to the emergency room. It was the first time I tried white pepper. Well, I was already sick, but I reacted real bad to white pepper. For a while, I thought maybe I might have been allergic to white pepper, but I guess that's not the case. But this particular time, I reacted real bad to white pepper. I was coughing and sneezing and whatever else I was doing with white pepper. And I was going to the emergency room when my biological mama died. I went to the emergency room at least 3 times when I was down there. And one of the things they gave me was prednisone, which is a steroid. And so when my nurse told me that, I flashed back to that um, when I had to go to the emergency room. I tell y'all, I'm so sick. I am not. It's like brain fog, and I hate like when I'm driving, and even when I'm not like got when I don't have the sinus infection, but just my usual allergy sick, my usual everyday sick. And I'm driving, and I feel like that pressure just like coming to the forefront of my head. That's why I've been like kind of emphasizing and stressing that I need a bottle of water with me when I'm driving, and I need my saline spray when I'm driving so that I can, and some, of course, napkins and paper towel, because that mucus will just run to the front of my head. Um, it's kind of like I gotta be kind of. The doctors be getting on me about certain shit, be trying to push, but then there's certain things I be feeling like I have to be push at the doctors about it. It's kind of annoying, very annoying actually. With certain things, um, I'm pissed at myself because this is a certain question I forgot to ask my psychiatrist about. Um, I forgot to ask her to see if maybe I need to be tested for ADHD. But then again, it probably all ties into just severe stress and PTSD, she might say. So maybe that might be a thing too. Could be just like severe stress. Where it's being hard to concentrate lately and stuff. I believe I may have packed this with way too much cotton. So it's a new cotton. It's gonna be a learning curve. But I felt like at first I may have been underpacking it with cotton. Oh well. It's chucking. Usually I don't get that many clouds. Oh, I'm getting some bubbles. So last time I really rocked this setup was Christmas, and no, it wasn't Christmas. It was whenever they had the electricity outage, and I went out in the snow, and I sat this out in the snow, was taking pictures and shit. That was pretty lit. Them pictures was nice. You know, I have an appointment in the morning with the CPAP clinic. Um, something about a sleep study. Um, yeah. I don't know if it's just medication or if it's stress or just simply the fact that my hair has grown an extensive length and I have not been moisturizing it every day like I'm supposed to. That my hair got scalp got bad like that, but it's on like you with February you gotta be on it, like on it. It's like skipping gym day, like you gotta be on that shit. No rest days with Severia. Like you miss a day or two, and it will show its wrath. And I've been having Severia since I was like maybe 11 years old, 12, 11, maybe 10 or 11. And ooh, they used to put dookie braids in our hair, bruh. When we was little kids, they used to put them dookie braids in our hair. And you could see like it looked like little yellow pimpleish mixed with dandruff type things like boiling up in our hair. It looked like our scalp was boiling, both of us. And my foster mama, it almost looked like abuse because our foster mama knew that we had that condition, and she used to braid our scalp so motherfucking tight. Her and her daughter April. Like you almost swear it was abuse because they used to put our hair in those protective styles so that they didn't have to worry about combing our hair no more. Um, I kind of didn't care. I was kind of relieved when the doctor said that. Well, I don't know how true that is. It's just word of my foster mama saying that the doctor said that we should have our hair cut and it'll be easier to take care of because they was giving us Nizoral and T-gel and something mane, horse's mane or something like that. None of that shit was working, so the doctor just suggested to cut our hair off. Word of my foster mother. And but to be honest with you, funny story. Foster mom, she first, I guess she used to have long hair when we was about 3 or 4. And I'm thinking it's this thing. I remember maybe she came home one day, hair cut short, but she have and still has the most beautiful hair you could ever seen because she got that Indian, that white in her. And she still identifies as African American though. And she had a little flat top. She got that hair though. It's curly. No, I think it's the thing she used to get curly perms. And it was weird because she cut all her hair off. It's completely straight. And anyway, she had like a flat top, short on the sides, and this long ponytail go down half of her back. So Candy, and kind of a similar story happened with my son Ivan. I don't want to talk about it. Um, Candy seen that and got inspired. Said she wanted short hair too. Threw a temper tantrum, didn't understand why she can't have short hair. She wanted to have short hair. And I think maybe that's where it stemmed with the identity shit. Because after that, we about maybe 5, Candy started saying she wanted to be a white boy. So I started hearing Candy tell me she wanted to be a white boy. And then I started thinking it's cool that I want to be a boy too. And then my foster brother, was lifting weights. And then he had me lifting weights with him. And giving me like weight muscle, like the weight powders and like protein shakes and shit. Had me lifting weights with him. So he like tapping me. And I'm like, you got muscles, you got muscles. I'm like, I got muscles. So then starting to think like, the stronger I get, so I'm sitting there looking at all these magazines of all these men. And I'm not even sexually attracted to these men. I'm just looking at these men like I want to be like them. So I start looking at the women and I'm like, why they titties look like shriveled up red beans? I'm just like, I don't know about that, boy. I mean, I want the rest of the body, but just they can keep that. They can keep the shriveled up red bean part of the titties. I don't know about all that. But now I see on Instagram where I don't even see that no more. I don't know what they were doing back in the 80s and the early 90s. But now I see these bodybuilding women fit and everything, and their chests just look regular. They don't have the little red bean, lima bean, shriveled up red bean titties. They just got the regular breasts, and everything else is toned up and built. So I still be having that desire to wish I was built again. Didn't even realize that back in 2007 I fucking had muscles. Didn't realize that shit. Um, or when I was in the military, I had muscles. Didn't even realize it till afterwards and look back at the pictures and shit. I was sitting there thinking, man, I wish I had muscles. I wish I had muscles. So I look at pictures and I'm like, oh, I did have muscles. Yeah, I start wondering, man, was I fucking conditioned? Like slowly or low key conditioned? Like my ex did say that, like, y'all foster mama, she molded y'all to be that way. There ain't nothing I can do about it now. I can't bitch about it now. It is what it is, and I just can make the best of it. Not saying whether it's right or wrong, it's just it is what it is. But not every now and then I start wondering, was I naturally gay or was I slowly molded to be this way? Cause they start calling me dyke before I even knew what the fuck a dyke was. Really. Um, I never even, well, by the time I became a teenager, my foster stepdad and like my biological side of the family was like spreading rumors about my foster mama being a dyke or sleeping with this woman and that woman. And I'm like, I can't even picture it. I low key used to have like little dreams, like nightmares per se, of my foster mama touching me in certain kind of ways. And to this day, I thank God that she never touched me in that way, or her son, or anything like that. Um, I used to have these weird dreams though. I did, and probably that came probably from this sick, retarded, low key attraction to her. Oh God, did I just admit that? Probably like a subconscious, probably was subconsciously attracted to her because she is a beautiful woman, very beautiful woman. I'm not gonna deny that. She's like one of the most beautiful women I ever seen. Like, she had dimples, cheeky eyes, light skin, uh, just beautiful, long, beautiful hair. She's just mean as shit. Um, just very beautiful. Um, and that's probably why I accepted the abuse from her as long as I did and still continue to feel like I loved her as long as I did because she's beautiful. Very beautiful. But would I sleep with her in real life? Fuck no. Fuck no. But like I said, probably like this subconscious. Like you ever seen that episode um on that show Martin where he had this dream about sleeping with Pam, but in real life he would never do it type deal, that type of situation. Like in real life, I know I'm not attracted to her, but like probably, you get what I'm saying? Subconsciously, probably. Like I said, it's weird. My mind be thinking retarded sometimes. Like, could I actually see myself kissing and touching and no, no, shit, oh, shit, oh, oh. But she's a very beautiful woman, and anything, no matter how much I bash that woman, I have to state facts, and I cannot take that away from her. She is a very gorgeous woman. Um, and usually, a lot of people think that it's impossible that she treated us as bad as she did because of how pretty she is or how kind and gentle she appears to be. Um, two other people. Like it's like two different people in one. Like that wishing that she be that nice to me, and when I got to watch her sit there and watch her treat all these folks nice, and then as soon as we get in the car, she closed that door. She turned into Satan. And that shit hurt like hell. You know. She never thought I was a pretty person. She said that Candy was such a cute little baby. They said my foster sister Johnny looked like Yoda. And she's a baby. Foster mamas told me she straight up. She said, Brandy, you was a ugly baby. You was a ugly baby. I said, dang, you ain't had to tell me like that. But now I be looking at me and Candy baby pictures, and half the time I can barely tell us apart. I'm like, where at was I ugly if I can barely tell us apart? But most I can see with our baby pictures is that I have stronger facial features. Or my face is smaller. Everything on my face is smaller. Like, on my biological side of the family, they said my grandmother didn't want to hold me because they said I was an ugly baby. Now that I'm grown, I get social media comments, folks telling me I'm what? Ugly. And for a long time, growing up, times I won't look in the mirror because I be thinking that I'm what? Ugly. It's okay though. I got used to it. Um, Even more so, I start to try not to look. It's hard to look in the phone, but when I'm like talking about certain things where I know I'm not lying, I got to get my point across. I have to look in the phone because I have to let y'all know I'm not lying. But a lot of times I really hate looking at the phone because I don't know what it is, maybe about the Samsung phone, but then I had to get an iPhone. And I was like, no, Samsung phone is telling the truth. One side of my face bigger than the other, and my face is fucking long. But I'm actually cuter than I've lied to myself to think that I was all these years. I'm just fat with it. So, um, I remember it was like 2011. I was walking around saying I'm just a big, fat, funky, ugly, walking retarded, ugly infection. Just a walking infection. I don't know what it was in Atlanta. Made me say that I was a walking infection at that time. Maybe I was getting infection. Oh, because I had that infection on the back of my neck that was the size of a golf ball, damn near back on the back of my neck. That they thought was skin cancer. I'd be getting tired of them labeling me. I do. China must be knocked out because I don't hear it no more. And I know I need my butt to be asleep, but I tell y'all this million and one thoughts going through my head. Um and see, and I turned on this phone, I started going in one direction, but did not know it was gonna take me all the way to where it took me. I did. But it took me there. But you know what? At the end of the road, I'm gonna be okay.